Good morning and welcome to the second day of our Learn With Us selling print online, and a very warm welcome to you, Hubert. You're the first one of today, so are you nervous?
A little bit, yeah. I have to admit that I'm nervous. Every debut is it can be nervous, so we'll see.
You shouldn't be. I mean, as far as I remember from Printbox, the first time I heard about you was actually at Printing United 2 years ago, and where we did a live interview from your booth. So I think that you're very skilled because everybody has learned the lessons since 2 years ago, right?
yeah, you can say so.
So also welcome to you, Jacques. We had a wonderful day yesterday, right?
Absolutely, it was very interesting, and it was a lot of different solutions that we saw. So I'm eager for today as well, and especially with Printbox to head it off first, as you are in the photo products, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it's funny because there's a slight delay to what you say and what I hear. I don't know what the problem is, but it's just the technology things. So Hubert, before we're going into your presentation, you are from Poland, right?
Yes. We are based in Krakow, in a beautiful city in the south of Poland. Yeah.
And tell us a little bit about what kind of company are you and how did you get started into this crazy industry?
Yeah, so everything started in 2012 with the first lines of codes when the idea, the concept began to raise. In the next 2 years, we were developing it, and in 2014, we were able to start selling it globally. Now we are in, I would say, the second version of Printbox with full HTML5 technology. Our solution is used in over 50 countries by over 120 clients. So we focus only on photo product market. So this is our expertise. This is what we are interested in, and everything what we have in our in the system, in our software, is designed and tailored towards this goal to provide the best experience on the photo product market.
Mm-hmm. And I look very much forward to see the presentation in a moment. I can't help think about that. I would imagine, and maybe I'm not right, that the photo product market is a quite competitive market when it comes to a lot of different software companies trying to sell into this market. Is that something that you also experience from your side?
So it depends where you look. There are different needs on our different photo products. So there is a lot of variety, a lot of competition. It's super healthy. I love it. So the more we have, players on the market, the entire market gets better. And so nowadays, the photo product market is, I would say, super valuable in comparison to the traditional web to print, because according to global print data, it's nowadays like 19 times bigger in terms of value than the web to print, which is $19 billion to $1 billion. So this is a huge difference. And even if there is a lot of competition, the cake is big enough.
And I was also thinking that when you mentioned the numbers and the size of the market is, I mean, when we spoke yesterday to the web to print suppliers, I think a lot of them were focusing on the B2B solutions. And obviously, when you're looking at your solution, which is aimed for the B2C market, obviously the market is way bigger than B2B. But I was also thinking that might also be a challenge because it needs to be even easier to use, and it needs to be kind of bulletproof, so even people like me can figure out how to order photo books, right?
Yeah, it's a market where you need a solution that the tests can be done by a 4-year-old kid, and if it passes the test, that's a good solution. So a lot of UX research, a lot of this is taken into account. So we spend a lot of time on designing the tool, the buying paths, because it's not only the editor, which I will show in my presentation, but also the way how people move forward with the steps of a purchase decision. So a lot of things has to play with that process. So the B2C market, the photo product market, is obviously an individual customer market. So every product is unique. So it is, totally opposite from the web to print world, where you print one file, but 10,000 times. Here you have 10,000 prints of every print is unique. Every print is another file. So it obviously needs different production organization, a different approach to customer service, because it's an individual customer after all. So you cannot expect, as you mentioned, you cannot expect this individual customer to be super fluent with advanced software. So the software has to adjust to the customer. So this is what is the reality of this market.
Jacques, have you tried to order online photo products?
Yes, I have already. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Better? Okay, excellent. Yeah. We already used some here locally in Belgium, Holland area, but I'm eager to see what the Printbox guys can offer. And it's funny because just to print environment, so I think it's photo products that rule at the moment, I guess.
Yes, that's true. That's true.
Okay, so
Continue.
For us, we say that for any e-commerce, the best day for business is a rainy day, and 2020 was like the entire year was a rainy day. So it was fantastic for many e-commerces. So also for our clients, we've noticed that they were able to grow on average about 40% year to year.
Wow.
So that these are huge numbers. So we've seen, and the experience what Cloud Printer they noticed. This is exactly what we also have seen.
I was thinking because I know a few photo printers, and I know two types of photo printers. I know one type of photo printers that have it could be like Indigo machines or some digital printing machines where they use the standard printers for this. And then I know photo printers who have more specialized photo equipment for processing. It's not like old-fashioned kind of thing, but it's like new thing. But they have maybe different workflow. So how deep do you integrate in these two segments of the market? Is that something that I take that you need to be deeply integrated with the volume that you can process, right?
Correct. I'm actually touching this topic in my presentation. Briefly, I can tell you that the software what we have is very flexible, and we don't have a predefined list of what printer you can use, what workflow you can use. We obviously have some of them already researched, and we have a solution for certain cases, certain scenarios. But if you have something that we don't know, that we have never have experience with, we have got a very powerful API that we can connect with pretty much any interface. So if there is a way to connect the softwares, we can do it.
So basically, you can take the problem and park it at somewhere else, right?
Pretty much, yeah.
Just kidding. Yeah. So one thing is that 2020 was rainy days, and obviously an opportunity for you and your customers. And how does it? I have no ideas. I understand what you say about the size of the market from a revenue perspective, but how do you see a constant need for your software to continue developing into both new clients and updating services, or where do you see your growth?
Yes, so the growth what we see is in scalability of Printbox, because many players on this market already developed own solutions, so they don't use off-the-shelf software. They just hired a lot of people, developers. They have got pretty much in-house software house that is building their solution. And at some point, they reach the capacity of the team. They reach the capacity of their resources, and they need something that will scale with them. So we created Printbox to be scalable. So if there is a business on that market that is growing, that needs to handle millions of orders on a monthly basis, we have the solution, and we are the software can grow also with the client, because we can start very lean with a very lean setup with minimal functionality, and then once the momentum is growing, we can add more elements. We can grow with the client, and there are always the resources available. So there is no situation that you will reach the capacity of your server, you will have the bandwidth limit reached on your hosting service. We don't have such a things. So this is where we see the potential. The market, on the other hand, is growing regardless of the pandemic. So it was growing. So that the 2020 just accelerated the growth. So we still see and we still project that it will be growing. All of the data backs it up. So with that,
so now it's only a matter of how good salespeople you have, right?
It's not only about that, but of course, yes. So thank you for that note, because this is what I do here. But
and the correct channels to make it public, right?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. And the software, how we see it, is to enable our clients to excel, really, because there are a lot of components, a lot of elements that needs to play align to succeed, and we are here to maximize the efforts of our clients. But without the efforts of the client, without the actual production, without the customer service, without a good packaging of the product, nice designs of these products, of course the software is just a software, yeah. But again, we do everything what we know that will help to maximize the conversion, because it's a good note what you said, that it's a very competitive market. So getting visitors to your website is expensive. So you need to make sure that the software you run is maximizing the conversion, because generating a good visitor is really expensive on that market now.
See, one of the intentions with these introductions is to make at least me and Jacques curious to see your presentations, and you have actually raised my appetite for seeing your demo. So why don't we just dig into it, and then we can have a Q&A afterwards, and hopefully some good questions also from the audience. It's not so big today. Come on, guys, you should be part of this. It's interesting. But as I said, we will the replays will be available already this afternoon, so we can push it to more people. So Hubert, Jacques and I will turn off our microphone and cameras, but we will still be in the background listening to what you say, so we can. Don't worry, we will not be very critical in our questions, but we might have questions that we would like to ask, either on behalf of our guests or because we are so curious about things. So thank you very much for so far, and I look very much forward to see it. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Martin. So now let's jump to the actual demo, to the part of the presentation. So I want to start first with a few notes of what you can use Printbox for, because we were talking about the photo product market, and that it is a nice and exciting market, but what you actually can sell, and what kind of store you can build using Printbox, and how you can approach this market. So first approach is a big store like Photobook Worldwide in this case, where you can offer any type of photo products. With our clients, we've seen that the most popular product as of right now is our Photobooks. This is about 45% of overall products sold using Printbox platform globally. The second most popular product are prints, so the regular prints with regular sizes. Then we have calendars, about 15% of overall sales that is done with Printbox, and canvases in about 8% of overall volume of sales using Printbox. So these are the most popular products. But if you have an idea on a concept of a photo product, you can build a store around it. So you don't have to have like a huge store like this example is Photobook Worldwide is a store with pretty much any type of a photo product you can imagine. But still, there are some other niches. For example, we have a customer who is focused on personalized cards and chips for poker games, for board games, and also with that you are able to create those products with Printbox. You can also figure out another way to create a memo game where the photos will be the heart of the game. So you can make the regular game with your kids, with the family, very unique and personal with that note. So you can figure out what is the photo product you want to sell, and this is about this individual customer market, because it's a huge market and very broad market. In the photo product world, however, there is also a pro market, pro niche of this segment, where some of our clients are offering high-end albums to photographers who are probably selling them further to their clients who hired them for weddings or other occasions. So this is also a solution, a scenario where Printbox can be useful for offering the online experience, because the idea here with the personalized photo products, as I mentioned, is that every product is unique. So to get the unique file, unique product from the market, you need to have an automatized solution. So have a solution that will gather the photos, create the photo product with the customer, so that you will get a PDF or a file you want, and you can proceed with the production, so that we can maximize the automatization of this process. And to do so, we also created few different solutions, because Printbox is a software system, but it consists of quite a few elements. So every photo product is different. Every customer is different. So we also want to give the customer, the end user, exactly that many options and features as they need, because we believe that if you want to create a photo book, it is quite a different buying path than if you would like to buy, let's say, a greeting card. Because with a photo book, like here with this advanced editor, what I'm now displaying here, you will be creating a photo book with your photos. You will use plenty of them, probably more than 100, maybe even more. So you want the photo book to be feature rich. The editor for photo book to have a lot of features. So in here you can see that the editor supports backgrounds, clip arts, different layouts, masks, frames. I can add new text fields. I can add new photos. I can also change the layouts. I can add some shapes if I want to. I can also change settings of this book. So if I want to, I can change the size of it. And everything is very intuitive to use. It's just drag and drop. So if you have a photo here, you can simply drag it and drop to the photo slot, or to this photo slot, or make it a photo on the entire spread, so that it will be a photo in the background, and it will be used like this on a full page screen. Every photo that we have in this editor can also be adjusted. So if there is any need for customization of that photo, you can find some tweaks here, like Instagram filters and some controls over brightness, contrast, and saturation. From here, the end user can add the product to the cart and proceed with the checkout, and see if they want to buy it, and what are the delivery options. The software also is able to check if everything is fine, because as it was said, also the individual customer is individual customer. So we need to make sure that every decision they make is approved by them. So here I have got some warnings from the editor that is telling me that maybe there are some problems with my project. So for example, there are pages that I didn't visit. So I can go to that page and see, okay, that page is fine. And also that there are empty photo slots, if there are any. So, but it is about maybe pages not visited here. We can also have a check on a resolution if the photos are just simply too small. But now this is not the case anymore, because everyone has got at least 20 megapixels in the pocket. So the resolution is usually good enough. But this is the advanced editor what we have. Mainly used for products that needs some more personalization, more controls. You can find this advanced editor widely used in calendars as well, where we can show also calendarium and other elements like this. As a contrast to this, we have different simpler approaches to simpler products. So I mentioned Photobooks as the most popular product sold with Printbox. The second is prints. And so also we created a dedicated editor for that product. As you can see, it is focused on the prints themselves. You can change the sizes of those prints. So if you want to have something different than the default, you can change it here. We can change the cropping type. We can change the paper. A lot of parameters of the product we can set. I can change the parameters globally for all of the photos, but if I would like to, I can also change it for one photo only. So I can change the parameters of this photo, and it will change the preview accordingly. If I want to, I can go to the edit mode and see the photo in more detail. What is this, if the resolution is good enough. And also here, you can find the controls for brightness, contrast, and so on. Adjusted to the prints selling. So different product, different editor, different approach, but as you can see, very consistent set of options. So if someone already have seen an advanced editor or prints editor or vice versa, they will feel familiar with the interface if they will go to another product. Another example is a simple editor, which is designed for the simple products like cards, like canvases, or any type of wall art, where you really don't need backgrounds, where you really don't need too many components, where you just want to add one photo, see the preview, and maybe order it immediately. So that's it. Again, the focus here is to give the end user exactly that many options as they need to proceed with the order. I mentioned also the pro market, the pro niche of the photo product world, and for that niche we created a pro editor, where we have a different interface with a focus on the photos first, with the tools that allows our clients to the end users to create the product the way they want, with the intuitive interface. And with that pro editor, our clients are able to sell also on the pro niche of the photo product market. So depending on where you are, what kind of product you are interested in to offer, we have got a solution for you. Most of the editors, excluding the Pro Editor, will work as a responsive web design, so you can use them on the mobile device without any downloads, without any software to be installed. And we also offer mobile apps, which is a natural extension to this premise of having the best experience tailored for the product, for the end user, and the environment that the end user is in. Because on the mobile, we have got a little bit different experience, and we have got way shorter time window to convert the customer to a client. So this is the front of Printbox Editor. So you can find our demo publicly available at demo.getprintbox.com. You can visit it anytime. You can see all of the editors yourself, see the buying paths. I encourage you to do so. But what you won't be able to see immediately is the back office of the system, which is usually embedded in a form of e-commerce, because after all, the website that you will set up with the photo products will be embedded to an e-commerce, because you want to sell the product on the web. You want to convert the client using this website. So in this dashboard, in this administration panel, you will find the configuration of new products. You will find the way how to add new products. You will find here mechanisms to add new themes, new designs for your photo products. Because as I mentioned in the beginning, the key to sell on that market is to have refreshed themes, do a nice marketing, and with that note, you need to refresh your designs very frequently. So having this built-in, accessible by the administrator, you can add new components like cliparts, you can add new components like backgrounds, and then using our menus of Printbox 2.0 here, you can find the product you would like to create and just create a new theme. If you want to do so, you will go here and you will find a way to create the photo product. You will find here the admin editor, which is very similar to advanced editor, where you can create the new product. In here, you will find all of the configuration you need to do with the photo products, with the parameters of your products, like sizes, what is the rendered file type. All of that is available here. We are providing extensive assistance with the implementation. So if you would like to use Printbox, we will always assist you in the process, and you will be able to use our team and our experience to properly configure the system. And now, showing the focusing on the product, there is a pretty big topic of pricing of that product, because when we think about the parameters of the product, many of the parameters what we will set will affect the price. So you can find an example of it in one of our clients' configuration, who are offering a Photobook. They have got here like a Photobook Premium with different sizes, with different end paper, with different types of paper, and a different number of pages that we can start with. And this is quite a complex challenge issue to tackle, because every parameter what we have here can have an impact on the price. So if I change the size, the price will change dynamically. If I change the cover, the material of the cover, the price will also change. So if I change the paper type, the price is also changing. The number of pages is also affecting the price. So all of that is quite complex issue, because if you are offering, especially if this is a product with a lot of parameters, with a lot of tweaks to play with, and then it is really, really challenging to figure out the pricing properly. With Printbox, you will have it included in the system, all of the mechanisms to configure the price impact of every attribute on the product, so that with the training that we provide with our assistants, you will be able to create your own product card like this, with a nice price calculation, with all of the parameters and attributes configurable by the end user, and with clear information what the price changes after changing just one attribute. So no refreshes, no different combination of products. It's on one product card, and everything changed here dynamically. With that said, the price is a big topic in general on the photo product market. The individual customer market is generally price-driven. It's generally discount-driven. And having the personalized photo products with a lot of attributes, the usual discounts where you discount a product is not exactly the best to work with. So that's why we built our own discount system, where you can create the usual things, like, you know, the name of the voucher, the discount, what is the time window you can use it. But most importantly here is, what are the conditions that we can that has to be met to use this discount, and we are able to define the discount, the promotion, based on the individual attribute of the photo product. So let's say go with a business card with the size, and let's say only this size will be under promotion. So this is the only condition that the voucher will work. We can go and make it even more complex. With a Photobooks, we can choose the size here, so only the A4 vertical will be under promotion, and we can combine it with something else. So let's say with Photobooks, we can also see that it will be hardcover A4 vertical. Only that product will be on the promotion, and you can build those conditions set however you want. So it is very, very critical thing to have, because there are not many loyal customers on the B2C market. So having this in place, where you are able to really have a constant promotion all over the year, and you can figure out all of the occasions and reasons why to discount certain product. Having that in place, it's really good to have, because you can fight for the customer all over the year, and you don't have to discount everything what you have in the store. And getting back to the demo of the software, because with the price, there is a lot of topics connected, because the attributes what we are configuring with the photo products, how we are building those photo products, is what we call buying path. So the buying path are the steps. This is the path that the end user has to follow from visiting the website to actually making the photo product and ordering the photo product. So depending on what we are offering, I already mentioned that we have got different editors, which provide the best experience to create the photo product easily, without any addition, without too many components that will overwhelm the customer. But the buying path is, as you can see, the steps that we need to follow to create the product. So depending on what you are offering, let's say this, we have a photo book. You can choose different parameters of it, and again, the price will change accordingly. So let's go with this hardcover. Then we have got some sizes to choose from, paper to choose from. So this is the case where our client with this book factory, they decided that for their clients they need this complex buying path with a lot of parameters to choose from. For other products, what they are offering, the buying path is rather simpler, because now we will just choose the case for a phone. So let's say it will be an iPhone here, and I go and choose only how many photos I would like to have on my phone case, and that's it, and I'm instantly in the editor. So very different buying path, and because the products are different, so obviously those are adjusted to what we want to offer. Alternatively, let's have a look at offering the same type of product in a different manner. On our demo, you can find that we have photo books and we have albums, which from the Printbox point of view and mostly manufacturing point of view, those are the same products. There is cover, there are blocks, and we have got some pictures on printed on those. But the way how we are offering them is totally different. Have a look. So we have here let's start with the photo books now, where the heart and the most important element of it is the theme, what we are offering here with the design, as I mentioned. So the design is most important element to cover in this topic. And I go and start creating the product. So very short, very simple buying path. It can be different because we can offer some more attributes to choose from, similar way to what Book Factory did. And you can see here that because of the different approach, the buying path is way more rich in options. So the customers can play with a lot of components, a lot of attributes can be changed, but also it is longer buying path. So it is probably better for more professional market, for more professional end user, that we know that the end user that we focus on can get along with that many options, so that for them it's not unusual thing to work with. So with that said, we have got here like a summary of all of the parameters, of all of the attributes what I've chosen, and there were quite a lot. And then I go to creation, and I have the same editor, advanced editor, with the same features, and the same photo book is underneath here. So these are the buying path is different, but the actual I would say the actual editor and the product what we are offering is exactly the same. And the flexibility is not stopping there. So the flexibility what we have is extended to also the flexibility what you can do with the software as an administrator, as our client. Because till now, I was focusing on the end user, on the customer, which is super important on that market. And that's true. But the other part, equally important, is how easy it is for you to manage the system. So having the ability to add products easily, add new pricing, new discounts is one thing. But also there is a lot of elements you would like the software to work with. So in our initial talk with Morten and Jacques, I mentioned that we have got a powerful API. And that's true. It's really powerful because it can start with a simple things like, you know, having another e-commerce that you would like to use. So this is something that we can easily integrate with. We can also integrate with different producers. Our simplest way to get renders is our script that you can just obtain the files on your computer. But we can have seamless integrations with your production workflow, where the projects, where the render files with all of the information about the customer will go directly to your software, let's say HP SiteFlow, or if you use some MIS system like ZenSmart, it can also communicate directly with Printbox. And so this is the level of automatization that we don't have to do anything manually. And also, we can work with services like also mentioned today, Cloud Printer, because our clients can use their services as a printing provider, and Printbox will communicate directly with Cloud Printer to send the files there. So this is something that that our clients can choose from. We obviously created those integrations as a response to the needs of our clients. And we are very, very flexible in that terms. And we also are thinking about different directions with our partnerships with many companies in the industry to see where our clients will need some automatization, maybe some adjustments and some enhancements in terms of the software. And with the flexibility node, with the future thinking, we also created some new approach to the end user, how the end user is interacting with the editor, and this is smart creation, which actually reduces the need for creating the photo product to just uploading the photos. The idea here is that I just choose some basic parameters, like number of pages and how many photos I would like to use per page. And the software is doing everything for me, so that I don't have to spend any minute creating the photo book. I can upload hundreds of photos, and the software will choose what photos are the best, organize them into a great story, and do everything on top of a nice theme. So we can offer this with a product that has backgrounds that are themed products. So very nice design also can be sold here. All of our data on that market is showing that the less time the customer spends in the editor, the higher the chance that they will convert to a client. With smart creation, we reduced the time that the end user spends in the editor to pretty much zero, because the only thing what the end user has to do is to wait a little bit for the photos to be analyzed and properly aligned. The entire process is lasting like about a minute to provide the photo book. And the idea here is that the book should be good enough to be instantly ordered without any adjustments, without any issues. Our algorithm is analyzing a lot of elements about the photos. So obviously, is reading what is on the photo, is reading the EXIF data of the photo, like the location, the data, the timestamp where the photo when the photo was created. So a lot of those elements are analyzed. And we use machine learning to improve the algorithm even more. The more photos it analyzes, and the better results it can produce. And what we want to achieve here is not only to choose the good photos, but also create a beautiful story. So we want to show a story that will be, usually for the B2C market. There is a case where people have too many photos taken on the vacation. You've got 500,000 photos, and you don't know what to do with them. So the idea here is that we can take all of those photos and just simply create the photo product without any involvement of the end user. Morten, do you have any question? Because I see that you are there.
No, I'm just pinging that we have like 20 minutes left. So just so you know.
Okay, yeah, I'm checking the time. Okay, so let's get back to this in a minute once it is done, because I already put a lot of photos to the creation. So let's move to the next topic. So with that note, with the software what we have, we can really serve any type of client. With lot of customers already, with lots of orders that are produced every single week, every month, and we've seen that when our clients are switching to our solution, they benefit greatly. So I want to share with you a few of our most important case studies what we've did. First one is with Photobook Worldwide, where really after switching the software to Printbox, they reported 100% increase in web revenue. So that's something that we are really proud of, because it's a big client already with a big experience on the market. So having that we are really proud of this cooperation, and we developed a real partnership level of cooperation, and this is what we want to achieve with all of our clients. Second example, what I already showed is Book Factory, which have very unique needs in terms of what kind of buying path they are offering. So this is the focus on the quality, on the beautiful finishing. So you can also read the case study on our website. Another is Silke Print that reported 300% sales increase after moving to Printbox. So those are the most prominent case studies you can find. Another one is connected with one of our original clients, Colorland from Poland, who were able to grow 10 times bigger across our few-year cooperation time span. So we've got a lot of data to back up the claim that our software provides best results and very good conversion and maximize the efforts of our clients. And our website also provides a lot more details onto that. So you can find many other case studies or for our clients. You can also read a lot of information about how you can start your own business, because there are a lot of applications of Printbox. You can use it as an existing photo product player, but you can also start a new leg for your web to print business. So you can find here some information depending on who you are and what is the reality of your business right now. You can find some information if you want to start using Printbox for your photo product leg of the business. You can go here and read how we can help with your business, how we can set up a new line of products for you. And really, Printbox, we have a lot of answers to that. We've been working with many clients, as I mentioned, over 120 on over 50 markets, so we can help you with a lot of expertise. Okay, so I think we can now jump to your questions.
That's perfect. And I would say, Hubert, that it was a really, really good presentation, in my opinion, and I think that, of course, I would have liked to see the 76 pages self-created.
I already have it, so I can show it now. Okay,
let me see it for a second.
Yeah. Okay. Because it took because I think that the web browser now is taking a lot of resources of my CPU, and because this is an important factor of it, because the algorithm what we created is run on the web browser, so we don't need to upload the files. We just need to have the photos, the thumbnails generated, and we can run the algorithm. So this is a typical case where we have got a vacation book, too many photos, and they need to be aligned. So I just dumped them, like over 400 photos, and we have got a photo book which is already done.
And it looks
I don't have to do anything with this. So it is producing a fantastic results, and anytime, and also it is available on our demo. So if you would like to see it, you can contact me after this event.
I have just for information, I have shared your LinkedIn details, so anybody who wants to connect with you should definitely do that. We have a few questions. Kevin Jackson is asking, and I know we don't have much time, so you need to be fast on this one.
Okay.
and his question is definitely not a short one, but he's asking, what is your USP over your competitors?
So I will focus on us, on Printbox mainly, because this is what I would like to focus on here today. So there are quite a few. So first of all, we want to provide full IT range of services for our clients, so that really the printing company doesn't have to worry about anything IT related. Everything can be provided by us. It is a very great combination of off-the-shelf solution with a lot of customization options. We do a lot of custom development, so this is how we build the system. We have our own research, what directions we want to grow. For example, smart creation is a result of that analysis, but also we hear the market. So if there is a need for a certain feature, certain aspect of it, every client can request custom development, and we can enable this in the system. So I would say these are the two most important here.
Great. Louis Davis, he's asking in a private message, but I think I can ask it anyway, because I think you showed it, but maybe you should just explain a little bit more. He says, can you have dynamic pricing based on book products? An example, when the customer changes the page count of a book, it will scale price accordingly.
Yes.
And you showed that, but is that also when you have started the creative process of selecting the photos, or is it just before you select the photos?
Both. So when you are defining the initial parameters on the product card, you can choose the starting number of pages. We call this page settings in our configuration. So there is like a starting number of pages, and usually we set up the minimum number of pages and maximum number of pages. In the editor, we can enable a feature where the end user can add more pages for a photo book, and we can define whether it is 4 pages, 8 pages, because depending on the production, you need to add more than 2 pages, and every new page can have an impact on the price, because this is what we can define in the backend.
I have a question also of curiosity, because you talk about the let's say the B2C market, but you also talked about the professional market. I think that one of the things that professionals sometimes prefer when it's not it's actually to not apply any ICC profiles to any of the PDF files delivered. Is that something that you have taken into considerations as well?
So what we experience right now is that every project is converted to Adobe RGB or Adobe sRGB profile. So we are converting those. We always render the files. We don't give our clients the access to the original files of the photos. It's always a project that is rendered.
And what about
this is a custom development request. So
okay,
yeah,
but that's fine.
If it is doable.
I was just curious because I know that is sometimes something that people request. And another thing in that same area, what about grayscale images? Are you converting that to sRGB as well, or is that something that you keep in black and white, or how do you do that?
So as far as I know, all of the projects are converted. I would need to dive into the configuration probably with one of project managers from our customer success team and see, what are the solutions.
We have Frank den Hollander. He's asking one question in Dutch, which I can't understand, but he's also asking a question in English, and he's asking what is the price strategy for the print company or print house?
So every price,
from Printbox to the printing houses.
Yeah. I mean, you sell it as a license, or is it a subscription, or how do you do that?
It's a little bit of everything. There is license fee, there is maintenance fee, and there are two flexible parameters of our pricing. One is connected with the storage because we keep the files of the end users. So there is a calculation based on how much data we are keeping of the end users, and also we charge commission on all of the net sales that the platform is generating. And those are very individual conversations, so I will not mention any figures here.
Okay, but so that means basically that I'm a printing company and I would like to get started with Printbox. I don't necessarily have a huge initial cost. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay, fantastic. Louis Davis is asking another good question here is what flexibility is there for file specifications when supplied to the printer? I mean, there's a lot of, printers have different demands for bleeds and for page spread and for how you do things. So what do you deliver to the printers? In our workspace configuration, this is the base size of the product. You can choose the output file, so that's one thing of what you can do. For the Photobook, you can also choose if you are under page by page or spreads. And in terms of sizes and bleeds, margins, all of that, you can put any number you want. We don't have a preloaded, predefined list of sizes. You can put anything you want. So it is a manual thing, but it means that you can print on anything you want. Isn't that nice?
Impressive, very impressive, yeah.
What I like about this particular product and presentation that you have done today, Hubert, is also that it shows the diversity of selling print online, right? Because some of the solutions we are going to see later today and some of the solutions we saw yesterday are like, we cover the entire product range, and you have like
It's a good question, so that's why I reacted. I love this kind of question because someone is seriously thinking about, how this business is running. So yeah, GDPR is a big topic. We had to adjust to this, and we are fully compliant. In terms of the data, where is it kept? We use reliable storage for that and reliable services. We don't have our own server room in the company. We use for the servers. So we use AWS, Amazon Web Services. We use different locations depending on where the client is. So as of right now, we are using mainly 3 locations: one in Germany, one in USA, and one in Singapore. So they are serving all of our clients. But it's AWS. We can open a new location if there is a need. And the storage policies. So we have, depending on what is the stage of the project, we keep the files for a different period. Longest, we keep the paid orders. So if someone paid for the project, we keep it for 400 days, so that the end user can go back and reorder it later. If it is a project that is in the progress, like I started today, few projects, I opened them, and if I am a registered user, those will be kept for 45 days. And if, for example, someone is anonymous user, just open the editor, they will be able to go back to that project in 7 days. In that note, that they will have to save the URL because the URL has got the unique ID of the project. But without an account, still you can go back to the project, but you have a shorter time window.
Well, great, Hubert. Thank you. I'm off to the next session. Thank you for the great presentation. It was amazing.
See you in a moment.
Thank you.
I will stress into you in a moment, Jacques. So about the GDPR, do you have any? Because I mean, that is something that is, of course, something that we need to pay attention to in these times, right?
Yes, so the GDPR is usually about two main subjects in the agreement. So we have a administrator and we have a processor. So our clients are administrators of the data. They are the owners of all of that, and they have got responsibilities and rights that are derived from the administrator role. We are the processor of the data. So it means that we only touch the data to deliver the service. So this is how it is constructed. The systems are fully secure, so there is no unauthorized access. There is no way to have an access to that, as long as there is compromised credentials. But yet again, we have a policy to make sure that it is not going to happen.
And I have to interrupt you because there's one more question, and then I have to run as well. And that is from Frank, and he is asking the most important questions of today. He's asking, do you have a customers or a dealer in the Netherlands?
Yes, we do have.
Okay.
We can talk later.
So
yeah.
Frank, so Frankie can reach out to you on LinkedIn and then get some conversation. So Frank, I would just very fast send your. See, here we have now in the comments, I have the updated Hubert's LinkedIn profile, so you can easily connect with him. Hubert, I have to run. It was very exciting. It was great to hear about Printbox, and I want to hear more, I tell you. For now, I just want to thank everybody for participating, and of course to Printbox and Hubert. The next session is with OnPrint Shop, where we're going to talk to Naresh Bordia and Amish Patel. They are also in the photo products market, so it's quite interesting because I don't think they will be focusing on that today, but who knows?
And one last comment from me. If you are interested to learn more about Printbox, we also have our own webinars. You can find them on getprintbox.com. You can register there. If you are interested, you are very welcome to attend.
And I think you should do that because that is the purpose. We have to learn, and that's the only way we can develop the industry. So again, thank you very much, Hubert, and have a wonderful day.
Thank you too. Have a good day. Bye.